It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 25th of April. This is James Spann. Another summer-like day coming up today. Will be in the low 80s in most spots. And like recent days, a few spots could see a shower or storm. Let's look at the upper air look, and it's a very summer-like pattern here. The winds aloft are basically light and variable, more like June instead of April. The stronger winds aloft are well to the west and north. And we remain in a very humid, soupy air mass this morning. That's the radar composite early, and you can see a few patches of light rain over parts of North Alabama. South Alabama is dry. And later today, we'll see more random scattered showers and storms forming. We are in the muggy 60s to start the day. We're expecting highs in the low 80s in most spots. We do note early this morning, a few counties in South Alabama, we have a dense fog advisory. Places like Evergreen, Atmore, Bruton, Andalusia, Enterprise, and Geneva. And that'll be dissipating later this morning. And again, it's a very quiet start to the day. In terms of the severe weather threat today, we have a chance of severe storms over parts of West Texas and West Oklahoma. Tomorrow, a marginal risk in the same zone. Day 3, which is Sunday, a risk of severe storms from West Texas up to the Canadian border. Then on day 4, which is Monday, this could be a very active day for convection from the Central Plains states into the western Great Lakes. We have an enhanced risk over almost all of Iowa and some of the adjacent states. The broader risk running from Wichita Falls up to Duluth, Minnesota, and the UP of Michigan. And then on Tuesday, which is day 5, a risk of severe storms from North Texas into parts of upstate New York. And all of this remaining north and west of Alabama as the ridge holds here. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, valid through Friday morning of next week. Amounts vary from about 1.5 inches around the shoals to basically nothing for southeast Alabama. So let's take it day by day. A lot of questions about the weekend. Model fans, the GFS. This is the 06C run, 4 o'clock today. There's a little subtle shortwave coming through, and accordingly, that might bring a little bump in the number of scattered showers and storms today for the northern half of the state. Let's go right to the high-resolution HRR model. HRRR, high-resolution rapid refresh. This is valid this afternoon at 5 o'clock. And again, we stress, with this kind of pattern, the radar is not going to look exactly like that, but something like that. And you can see evidence of showers and a few thunderstorms in a fairly organized batch coming through parts of northeast and central Alabama. In theory, if this model is correct, it would be raining at 5 o'clock in places like Birmingham, Tuscaloosa. And for those NASCAR fans in Talladega, that rain would probably be reaching the super speedway around 5:30, 6 o'clock. But remember, you know this, all models are wrong. Some are useful. And typically the HRR is very useful. So we'll see showers and storms around later today in this evening, mainly for the northern 2/3 of the state. So what about the weekend? This is tomorrow. And that little short wave that's coming through today will be east of here. And accordingly, the day looks pretty dry. This is the high-resolution HRR model, valid tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock, showing really hardly anything. So if you got something planned outdoors, at the moment, the chance of any one spot getting wet, very, very low. So let's go to Sunday, the day of the big race at Talladega. This is the GFS, but let's go to high-resolution modeling. Now, we'll go to the NAM here, the high-resolution NAM. This goes out 60 hours, and this is 60 hours out. This is valid Sunday afternoon at 1. And the high-resolution NAM showing just basically nothing. I think there's no doubt there could be a shower in this kind of pattern. You can't rule out the chance of some rain. But again, the odds of any one spot getting wet are relatively low Sunday. And again, the high Sunday should be in the low to mid-80s. So the bottom line is I think most of the weekend will be dry, but understand there will be showers around, just probably not that many. So this is Monday, same thing. Showers probably few and far between, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Same thing on Tuesday, same thing on Wednesday, and the same thing really on Thursday. Really, the first 4 days of the week are looking dry. Let's go out the week from today. This is Friday, May the 2nd, and the ridge is being beat down by a trough, and a surface front will likely be passing through here. I don't think we have any severe weather problems. The main dynamic support well to the north, but there could be an increase in the number of showers and thunderstorms by Thursday night and Friday of next week, about a week from now. So let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, May 4th. And again, a little upper low off to the west, but we are in a dry air mass. And that weekend of May 3rd, May 4th could work out to be pretty pleasant. Lows getting down in the 50s and maybe 40s, but the models have kind of backed off on the amount of cooling we see. Here's a look at rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European ensemble. The mean about 1.5 inches between now and the 10th of May. Temperatures off the NBM National Blend of Models. For the next 10 days, every day, highs over 80. Look at those upper 80s next week. And again, toward that weekend of May 3rd and May 4th, you can see lows in the 50s and maybe some 40s for the northern half of the state. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for May 2nd through May 8th. Temperatures near, maybe slightly above average. So some cool sky optics yesterday. The clouds you see there, those are cirrus clouds, about 20 to 25,000 feet off the ground. It's way below freezing up there, so those are ice crystals. And ice crystals tend to serve as a prism, doing some refraction and reflection. And that creates that 22-degree sun halo. And we also noted a circumzenithal arc. This was over Huntsville yesterday. Nice little smiley rainbow. And again, that's caused by the cirrus clouds, not by any raindrops. And some good old-fashioned rainbows. That was taken up at Decatur yesterday. And for many people, a very nice sunset last night. That was Foley, and this was taken down at Orange Beach. So today got a program at Mount Laurel at Hilltop Montessori School. Looking forward to that. And then this evening, I will be in Talladega. We will do our 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock newscast from the Super Speedway. And that'll be a lot of fun. There's no 6 o'clock news this evening because of ABC's coverage of the NFL Draft. But I'll be in Talladega at 4 and 5 o'clock. And due to travel, I might not be able to crank out an afternoon video here today. But I'll try. And then tomorrow, it's a book signing in Russellville, Alabama, Franklin County. The Grind Cafe and Coffee Shop on US 43 from 10 until noon. And we love these. These are just great. We love to see people, and we'll have all of the cool weather shirts. If anybody in your family is a weather geek, bring them. We'll have our children's books. If you had kids that love weather or maybe have a little fear of storms, the Benny and Chipper series, The Wonder of Thunder, Prepared Not Scared, Greendale Tornado. We have the book about April 27, 2011, and Sunday is the 14th anniversary of that day in which Alabama had 62 tornadoes. And the death toll that one day was 252, a horrific situation. I think about that day almost every day, but we've got that book, we've got Weathering Life, My Story, and much more. So Russellville, tomorrow from 10 to noon at the Grind Cafe and Coffee Shop. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News. And, again, no 6 o'clock news this evening, but we'll be on the air at 4, 5, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.